wanted to make a watermelon barf? Well, today I'm going to show you how with my Barfing Pumpkins experiment. Hi everyone, I'm Emily Calandrelli, MIT engineer and host of Emily's Wonder Lab. And on my channel, we learn about all things space and science. Now get outside, because this fruit is about to be sick.
Emily's Science Lab, stay curious and keep exploring. Emily's Science Lab, stay curious and keep exploring.
First, I'm going to teach you how to make a barfing pumpkin. This one is great to do after Halloween when you have those jack-o'-lanterns and they're starting to maybe rot a little bit and you don't know what to do with them. Well, you can do science. So get your jack-o'-lantern, and you also need 1 cup of baking soda, 1 cup of vinegar, some food coloring, I'm gonna be using green because it's barf, and some dish soap. So what you wanna do is put 1 cup of baking soda inside your jack-o'-lantern, and you might need more if you're using a bigger jack-o'-lantern, just double the ingredients. Whoa, there goes our baking soda in the air. Ah! Okay, now go ahead and throw that into your jack-o'-lantern. This one's gonna get a little messy. Make sure we are outside doing this one, okay? Now, put 1 cup of vinegar into another cup, and we are going to add some food coloring to our vinegar. So I'm gonna use green and add just like 3 or 4 drops of food coloring there. Mix up your food coloring, and now we are going to add our dish soap. You just wanna add like 2 big squirts. 1, 2. Get your jack-o'-lantern and pour in your vinegar. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! And there is your pumpkin barf! So how does this pumpkin barf work exactly? Well, we are doing a standard acid-base chemical reaction. Vinegar is your acid, otherwise known as acetic acid. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is your base. And when you mix the two together, you create carbon dioxide bubbles. But this isn't just bubbly, it's also frothy. Why is that? Well, that is where our soap came in. It trapped those carbon dioxide bubbles and made them not just bubbly, but also soapy and frothy, thickening up our pumpkin barf. Now we are going to do that same experiment, but in a watermelon. Full disclosure, I have never done this in a watermelon before, and we will see if this works together. So I've got my watermelon here. I've got my immersion blender. How do you turn this thing on? There we go. Oh, and I'm just going to put it in my watermelon and turn it on and turn it into watermelon juice. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, there it goes. I've never used one of these before. These are quite effective. I'm gonna put some of this juice in a bowl. It's a side benefit of this experiment. You get some watermelon juice out of it. Parents and adults, obviously exercise caution here. Once you have hollowed out your watermelon, you are ready to draw on your face. So I'm just gonna use permanent marker here and draw on some eyes and a mouth. Just like that. And I'm going to use a steak knife to cut it out. I have never carved a face in a watermelon before. This is a first for sure. Ooh, it is surprisingly easy to cut, I will say that. Boop. We are ready for our watermelon barf. We are going to use the same thing we did before. I'm gonna use, 1 cup of baking soda. Let's see how that fills up the watermelon. That should be fine. And I'm gonna add just a full cup of vinegar, like not a measured cup, but just a full big old cup. And then we are going to add purple to this one. A whole bunch. This one is obviously very accurate and highly measured. Now add a few squirts of soap. We are going to make a watermelon barf in 3, 2, 1. Oh! It's so frothy. And that is how you make a watermelon barf. Thank you for making barfing pumpkins and barfing watermelons with me today. If you like this one, be sure to check out my best-selling Stay Curious and Keep Exploring book series for 99 more science experiments. I'm Emily Calandrelli. Subscribe for all things science and space. And remember, stay curious and keep exploring. I'll see you next time.
Emily's Science Lab.